Hi, my name is Tracy Cook. Join us for an enlightening conversation with a woman who's not just a leader in her field, but she is a game changer. She's blazing new trails and creating opportunities for others to follow. She is a visionary woman. Her name is Aimee Glass, and you won't want to miss the valuable insights and wisdom that she has to share. Aimee, I'm very intrigued to hear your story and to hear how you're serving others. How did you evolve into a visionary woman?
That's pretty. It's an interesting question, and I actually have to think about it because a lot of people say that I'm inspirational, but I don't see myself that way. I was born with a rare condition that is degenerative. It's a muscular dystrophy. So it meant that from a really early age that I had to learn to control my mindset and that. But it also meant that I did suffer from mental health issues and stuff like that. But as I became an adult, I studied criminology, forensic psychology, and stuff, and wanted to really help the community, especially in law enforcement. And that's what I do as my day job. But in the last 12 months or so, I'm just like, I'm kind of feeling a bit stuck. I'm not being creative enough. I want to really help people, especially people with chronic illnesses or disabilities, because so often, especially women that have them, are sort of pigeonholed with their condition, and they're not sort of seen as anything else but their condition. And I definitely suffered that myself. So I want to really help, and it's not just women with chronic illnesses or disabilities, but just help women that feel like they're just stuck and burnt out and sick and tired of being sick and tired all the time, and show them that there is actually a way, and quite an easy way, once you get into the hard, like, to the work. It is easy, but it's hard work, if that makes sense. That there is a better way, and that you can really be happier, be healthier, and create a life that you really truly deserve and you truly want to have. And there's yeah, that's sort of my mission and goal, to really show and bring positivity and light to the world, basically, and especially social media, because it does have its dark, and I especially know the dark side. That's what I do as my job, but having the positive side of social media, because it brings us together. We're doing this podcast in two different states in Australia, but the whole this whole podcast series is women all over the world, and we're connecting and showing that we've all got separate messages, but all collaboratively making the world a better place.
I love that. And you are an inspiration because you're turning up on social media and you're being more vulnerable than I've ever seen you, because we've been following each other for a while. And just the essence of who you are, and just being that servant leader, that heart driven leader as well, the visionary woman that is helping people, especially coming from chronic illness and things like that. You've already found solutions. You've already found what works, and now you're sharing that with the rest of the world. So that's going to change their game as well. So where are you at within that journey at the moment? And what kind of people are you kind of connecting with around that as well, with health?
Well, as I mentioned before, I have a rare condition, so I haven't physically met someone with my condition. But social media, since I've been on social media, wasn't really before because of my job. But in the last probably in less than 2 years, I have become on social media, and I've been able to connect with people with my condition, and it's amazing in that respect, that we can support each other and help each other out. A few of them are in my community that I've created, and they really enjoy the mindset stuff that I do, and just general health and tips, pardon me, to improve their lives. A lot of them, a few of them didn't even know that you could actually reduce your pain through food and stuff like that. So I'm a massive believer in natural prevention before medical intervention, because I've just found over the years, with all the other health problems I've had, that it has to be a holistic approach, not just one approach. It has to be the whole whole approach. So that's sort of like my game, is to show that you've got to come at from all different angles, and sometimes you've got to think outside the box, because sometimes, and social media is such a wonderful thing because it definitely has opened up for people with chronic illnesses or rare conditions, that there are other people out there, and you're able to connect and support each other and help each other and provide awareness to others, to show that just because we're slightly not the norm, that we're perfectly normal people and doing normal everyday things. So yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because we know food is medicine, but if you're just concentrating on the food element, you're not, the spirituality and the mindset and the collaboration and the support networks as well that, gives us those feelings as well. It is holistic. So I think what you're doing in that space to add those elements to people that are probably feeling, like you said, a little bit left out, or they don't have the support system, or maybe their friends and families just don't understand, especially if they're suffering from chronic illness and things like that. This is where you're filling that gap, and you're meeting their needs, and you're giving them valuable resources and also valuable tips, and the mentorship, and just a lending ear as well, to say, hey, I've got you, come into my group. I understand what you're going through, and so do all the other people here, and just sharing those tips and knowledge and things like that as well, and really creating a movement around health is just so important. And what kind of things do you have coming up or planned for 2023?
Well, within my group, I do Mindset Mondays and Wellness Wednesdays every week. So that's a live training. So Mindset Mondays is all about setting your mindset for the week, and that's 5 inspirational, motivational quotes to really get you focused and like crush your week ahead. And then Wellness Wednesdays is just quick tips about how to improve your health naturally. And they're my 2 live trainings that I do every week. And then the rest of the week I do like Tasty Tuesdays, which is a recipe. And normally it's focused around, I'm a big advocate for the anti-inflammatory diet, but it also all other things, and just motivation and community and helping each other, and also having fun. You need to have fun. You need to laugh, and because laughter is one of the best medicines going around. And the mindset. So I'm a massive focus on mental well-being and stuff, because there is a significant connection and a lot of research where the mind and the body, and if the mind's out, the body's out. If the body's out, the mind's out. So it's this circle of, if it's kind of like a constant circle, and you're going around in circles if you don't break that cycle and find out what's really going on. And look, I am still on my healing journey. I'm still doing all these things and discovering new things all the time, but I just love sharing what I have learned and all the experiences I have learned, and also having others share their experiences too, because we learn from each other. We learn and support each other. The community is not just about people with chronic illnesses or disabilities. There's a lot of people in there that just generally want to improve their health. They want to feel better. They want to create that abundant life that makes them happy and really enjoy being on this wonderful planet. So that's sort of the community itself. And for 2023, I'll be just focusing, growing that group, growing that community. I will be launching a podcast very shortly, which is called Refill Your Glass. And that will be focusing on doing the Mindset Mondays and the wellness tips, but also interviewing some amazing people for inspiration and stuff that I have connections with. And then, I'm developing a program eventually this year to really focus and help someone. It's going to be like a beginner's guide to transforming your life, basically, from going from feeling trapped, blah, this is my life, this never is going to change, that real being stuck, because that's how I felt, and putting all these things in place to really transform and create that happier, healthier, abundant life.
What a powerful message. This woman is on fire. I tell you, connect with Aimee. Check out our show notes, and there'll be links where you can actually connect with her, get into her group. If health and wellness and mindset and motivation and a supportive community is something that you're chasing because you too feel stuck. And we'll also be sharing the link to Aimee's podcast so you can connect with her there and support her there. And you never know, maybe you might even be a guest on there as well. But she is a visionary woman. She is leading the way, and she is someone to watch out for because she is on fire. Aimee, what kind of message would you like to leave the audience on with today?
Very good question. What would I like to leave the audience with? That if you feel that there's something more, then there is. There really is. If you have that feeling deep inside that you go, hang on, I really think there's something more to my life, that I should be doing something more, I want to be doing something more, then listen to it and find people like myself or others that can help you, guide you, support you on your way to transform you and create what you really want to do, because you've only got one life. You've only got one year. It's one year. Take charge of your health, take charge of your life, and just create the best life for yourself. That's my message. Also, if you are interested, I have a lovely little freebie that I've got linked to my group, or it just linked to myself, to my profile. And it's just very easy, 10 simple, very easy, quick tips for the busiest woman, self-care tips to cram in her day to just literally feel amazing. Because if you continue to keep giving and giving, because that's what us lovely women like to do, we pour and pour and pour all ourselves into other people, we tend to not look after ourselves. We're the last on the food chain, if we call it that, and we become burnt out. And when we're burnt out, we really aren't serving anyone. So those are just very simple. Some of them are, people are just like, oh, I didn't even think that was a self-care tip, but it is, and it makes a massive difference. And I tell you, since I have been incorporating those 10, they're literally, some of them are less than a minute. That's how quick and easy they are. Less than a minute. Since I've been incorporating them, my health's improved, my mindset's improved. Things are starting to really come into focus. I'm getting, that you feel big things are coming, and things are just moving forward. Whereas before, I just kept going around in circles and didn't know where I was. So, yeah, that's a message I'd like to leave. And if you really want to, I'd love you to join the community, because that's what it's all about. I'd love to have you.
Aimee would definitely love to have you. So get unstuck, create some transformation, make some new friends. And like Aimee said, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. So jump into her community, connect with her. She is a visionary woman of 2023 and beyond. Watch this space, because she is creating transformations and movements worth furthering. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Visionary Women series. Thank you, Aimee.